I'm so excited! Oh god, no, not this again. God. That. Get ever so slightly out of the way. Still there? No? Okay. We're good. Game start! It's difficult to say what is impossible for the dream of... Oh, okay. I was gonna read that. Then I didn't. Ooh. The ferry sails across the great open sea toward its destination, leaving behind a trail of gentle waves along the water surface. The weather is great. There's a white, towering thundercloud in the azure sky that seems to stretch all the way to outer space. That's not a summer sky, I don't know what is. I'm headed for the island closest to outer space in Japan. Tanegashima. Tanegashima, here I come. Talk about a trip down memory lane, right? Super nostalgic. Is this Kaito? The whole reason I'm on this ferry is so I can indulge in this exact feeling. It takes about 3.5 hours to get to Tanegashima from Kagoshima. If I were to take an express boat, it'd only take 90 minutes or so. But that'd be kinda anticlimactic. Yeah. My quiet mumbling is wiped away by the shuffling waves. It really was, like you could barely hear him. I glance over to my side and see a man similarly elbowing against the railing and gazing far into the ocean horizon. He also wears a nostalgic look on his face. I bet it's his first time going back to the island in a while, too. I can't help but feel a kind of camaraderie with the man. Perhaps he's going to see someone like I am. I look up. Where there was once only blue sky and sea, there is now a small shadow. The small black dot gradually grows bigger and bigger, revealing its massive silhouette. Eventually, Nishino Omote, Tanegashima's front door, stretches across my peripheral view. Normally, the port is only populated by people either arriving or leaving the island. But right now, it's covered in all kinds of colors and festivity. Summer 2020. Something's gonna go down. Or at least that's what it feels like. As I step onto dry land, my ears are filled with loud voices. Right beside the main port is a launching port for the express boats. Walking along the path, I see a souvenir shop and beyond it, a large parking lot. Normally, the back end of the parking lot is just a big open park. But right now, it's littered with tents and banners. Anyway, I for one need to find someone right now. I'm pretty sure she said she was gonna come meet me here. Huh. It's weird to like, normally when you have the person narrating is never on screen, so it's weird to like see him and read his narration. I hear an energetic voice coming from the direction of the express boats. Oh my god, that outfit looks so good. And a female figure that perfectly matches the voice comes cheerfully running over. A handful of other people follow behind her. Oh my god, I want to see Juna. Where's Juna?
おかえりなさい、ヤシオくん。東道州。
Is she a tour guide? That's wonderful. And Subaru kind of looks exactly like he always did. I feel like that's the same shirt. But that's fine. It's been like 5 days, but I'm already feeling like, oh, it's been so long. It hasn't. It's been 5 days, but I guess in the context of the game.
お兄ちゃん、おかえりなさい。
I don't know how I feel about her calling him that. That was a different Irie. Why does she also call him that? I hope he didn't bring it up, because that would be weird. The cluster of people walk straight over to me, smiles across their faces. I hope they explain that, because that... I hope it wasn't his idea. They walk right past me and gather around the boy who is walking behind me. Oh! Okay. I take back what I said earlier. Apparently it's not him. This will fake out, I suppose. Of course. Obviously, they're not here to see me. They've never even met me before. Okay. Who are you, mysterious narrator?
Kai wa chotto yasetan janai?
I mean, I have a guess based on the title of the game, but I don't want to assume anything. I realize that the person addressed as Kai is the very same young man I saw on the ship's deck earlier.
最近は勉強ばっかりで運動もしてないから、もしかしたら太ったかも。
そうですか？そんな風には見えませんけど。
From the looks of it, he must be a student coming home from summer vacation or something like that.
ヤシオ先輩。
何？
There's someone behind you narrating everything you're doing.
あの人は知り合いですか？さっきからこっちをじーっと見てるみたいですが。
いや、たまたまフェリーに乗り合わせただけの人だけど。
They caught me staring. Oh, how rude of me. Yeah, I need to mind my own business. I wonder where she is. While I'm dwelling on my thoughts, I hear a bright voice call out to me. Hey. I follow the voice and spot a young woman with her long hair tied back into a ponytail. I mean, they're more like twin tails, but okay. Get 2 of them. She energetically runs toward me.
ごめんなさい。本当はもっと早く着く予定だったんですけど。あれ？ナエさん？
Oh my god. Juna's uniform is so cute. I love it so much. It's got the little pin. She's got like a little rocket pin. That's so wonderful.
あ、皆さん。
もしかして天王寺さんもヤシオ先輩のお迎えですか？
I am curious what her deal, because wasn't she gonna work for Space Candy? But like, I guess maybe that's what that is. She's like a tour guide for, on behalf of that company, maybe? I don't know.
そんなことしてませんし、お寿司。参りたんじゃね。いえ、私も。それじゃあどれが？
Irie's dress is cute too. They're all cute. I love all the outfits. They're so great.
そっか。カイトくんも今日戻ってくる予定だったんですね。お久しぶりです。
どうも。
カイトくんもっていうことは、ナエさんはヤシオくんを迎えに来たわけじゃないんですか？
I'm sorry, does his... I'm trying to read his shirt. I just realized there's words on his shirt. Does that say Space Cat Jet Wanderer? Am I reading... I hope I'm reading that correctly, because that's... What does it mean?
残念ながら、ごめんなさい。 いね、カイトくん。
いえ、俺は別に気にしてませんし。
でも、じゃあナイさんは一体どれを？そうですね。せっかくだからみんなにも紹介しておきましょう。
The young woman says as she grabs my arm and pulls me over.
こちら、私が子供の頃にお世話になった方で。
Oh my god, it's so jarring. I don't like. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. Oh my god.
ご紹介に預かりました。橋田至29歳ですを。
Yeah.
現在彼女募集中なのだぜ。
Yeah.
かっこただし二次元に限
This is
る。
the best thing ever. Studio. Oh my god, it's great. Oh my god. I need to recover from that. Oh my god, those are images from the last game. That's awesome. That guy. Ow.
じゃなくて想定さえも許さぬまして必然でもないぞ空前の美学多次元的な構図でフェイクを繰りかざしてまるで超活するように空の色も鮮やか
Yes. 迫り来るタイムリミット Oh my god! Oh, I love that! 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 Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Maybe I'm just easy to please with like, hey, remember this other thing you love? But like, I can't not love it. Like maybe it's pandering, I don't know, but it's working. So that was the best thing ever.
橋田さんは苗さんのお父さんが経営してるそのお店の上の階に住んでたんですか?
The young man who rode the ferry with me asks after briefly greeting me. Judging by their interaction earlier, apparently the other youngsters are here to pick him up. Youngsters? He's 29. I guess they are youngsters to him. He must be pretty popular. Even I can tell as much based on the amiable look he has on his face. But still. Don't make it weird. Oh, who am I kidding? He made it weird. Got so many cute girls coming to see him. Normie should just blow up. I almost forgot who I was dealing with at the moment.
住んでたわけじゃなくて、ラボとして借りてたんだお。
ラボラトリー。つまり研究所のことですよ。
研究所、なんだかかっこいい響き。どんなすごい実験をしてたんですか？
いや、そんな大層なもんじゃなくて、言うなれば学生のお遊びの延長みたいなもんつうか。いっつも変なもの作って大きな音を出してはブラウン氏に怒られてたお。
ブラウン氏って
ナエ様のお父上のこと。ブラウン管の専門店の店長をしてたからブラウン氏。スキンヘッドの上、筋肉ムキムキで怒ると超怖いのだぜ。
Those are all facts.
ナイ様のパパ上がツンツル天のマッチョマンだと。ちょっと想像できないですね。お父さん、見た目で誤解されやすいから。
I beg to differ. That being said, he has a huge soft spot for his daughter, so I get how Naisama feels that way. Naisama. And you know what? Seeing the two of them now after all these years, I'm starting to think they may have just... I'm starting to think they may just have the ideal father-daughter relationship. They never mistreat each other, and they maintain a healthy and respectful distance from one another. Oh. Fathers and daughters all over the world ought to look up to those two. All girls will eventually tell their dads not to wash their clothes together. Such a sad world line should not be allowed to exist.
でもすごいですよね。あの頃お店の上でああして研究していた皆さんが。
There's gonna be a lot of Daru narration. I'm gonna have to prepare myself to say a lot of embarrassing things.
ところで、
Uh-oh. I deliberately cut Naisama off. It wouldn't be appropriate to mention here what the lab mems are doing right now. I'm just a lone traveler here on Tanegashima. Just a visitor from afar. Whoa, Chunibyo Otsu. I'm starting to sound like Ocarine.
ナエ様、そろそろ彼らのことを教えてもらえると嬉しいわけですが、ナエ様の職場のお仲間ってわけではなさそうだけど。
If I recall correctly, Naisama turns 21 this year. She's already slightly older than we were when we used to hang out at the lab. She's still very young, though. But these guys must be 2 to 3 years younger than Naisama, judging by the subtle innocence left on their faces.
そうでしたね。ごめんなさい。私としたことが。
You know, I'm gonna be completely honest.
紹介します。
It's really obvious in retrospect, but I assumed that Kaito would be the main, like, point of view. I assume it's gonna switch characters, like, every once in a while, but not like the title of the game. Of course it's him, but like, I assumed it was just because he was a major part of the story, but like, no, I guess he's the main character, which is even better. But like, I feel really dumb for not occurring to me.
ロボット研究部か。
Wait a sec, Robot Research Club?
もしかしたらなんだけどさ、種子島のロボット研究部っつうと、ひょっとして。
I mean, it's possible he saw the live stream of them literally saving the world, right? Most people thought it was a movie or something, but
そりゃあれだけニュースになればね。
yeah.
つか、
Okay.
ニヤ生はリアルタイムで見てたし。
すごいよ、カイ。東京の人も知ってるって、うちらのこと。ちょっとした有名人だよ。
わかったから。アキちゃんちょっと落ち着いて。
Last year, the robot rebellion incident devastated Tokyo. But it was only the beginning. The entire country of Japan was thrown into mass confusion by this unprecedented technological disaster. Many of the details of that incident are classified due to broadcast regulations, but I know all too well the dangers it would have posed to the world had it turned out any differently. And the ones who tackled this issue head-on were Tanagashima's high school robot research club members. Their heroic efforts were streamed on Nyavid. People nationwide sent them words of adoration and praise. That's really awesome. I'm gonna speed up the just a little bit, you know. There. That all went down during the spring of this year.
そっか。それじゃ君たちが。
あっと、元中種ロボ部のヤシオカイトです。
元？
今年の春、高校は卒業しちゃったんで。
ああ、なる。
Yeah, I wonder who's in charge of the. Did she like make someone else president? Or did it just like disband? I hope it didn't disband. I hope they carry on despite these two graduating.
宇宙飛行士？マジ？それすごくね。
って言っても単に目指してるってだけで、今はまだ大学に入るため本土の予備校に通ってるんですけどね。
大丈夫。カイトくんならきっと夢を叶えられるはずです。
Yashio Kyun scratches his head awkwardly in response to Naisama's confident remark. I'm gonna have to get used to these nicknames. I got the full picture now. In other words, after graduating high school, he started going to a remedial school in Kagoshima and is now back visiting his folks. And the other club members are here to welcome him back.
それじゃあ他のメンバーの紹介しますね。まずは元部長のあきほちゃん。元部長の瀬宮あきほです。おじゃり申せ。
おじゃ、なんぞそれ。
おじゃり申せっていうのはね、種子島ではようこそいらっしゃいましたって意味なんだよ。
なるほど、そういうこと。そんじゃまあ一つよろしく、あきとん。
Yeah, just roll with it.
それにしても、女の子が部長のロボット研究部なんて。
Everyone's getting a weird nickname.
あきほちゃんはロボット大好きなんですよ。ね。もちろん、ロボットは人類の夢であり、ロマンだからね。考えただけで限る。
I can feel her overwhelming passion for robots just from hearing those words. She's more boyish than she is girly. But her passion is genuine? Why the question mark? Why get a doubter?
いや、別に急いでませんよ。
Oh my god, here we go. She pulled out the glasses but didn't pull out any glasses. She did the... We both reach out our right hands and exchange a tight handshake.
ちなみに今のはファーストガンバムに出てくる合言葉ね。
あっそう。まあでも、アキちゃんは相変わらずだよね。安心したよ。
そう？
別に褒めてはないけどね。
それからこちらが。
Oh, you know, just best being Juna. Yeah, okay, she does. Oh, make it weird. Make it weird, Daro, please. Whoops. I accidentally let my heart's voice leak out.
よろしく、ジュンタン。
その、よろしくお願いします。ダルおじさん、言っておきますけど、彼女たちにはくれぐれも。
わかってるって。
Oh, that face.
なんだって僕は紳士だからね。
Of course.
な聡明そうな彼は
He's talking about them like they're specimens at the zoo or something. What about this smart-looking creature over here? Of course it's him. I don't know why. Duh. He seems rather straight edge. He definitely looks like a bona fide president. Of course she made him president. Duh.
いやいや、日高キュンね、よろしく。で、
Hidaka-kyun.
ちょっと待ってください。
He's like, no, I will not let that slide. None of that, thank you.
その呼び方、何なんです？
呼び方？日高キュン？なんか問題でも？あ、もしかしてスバルキュンの方が良かった？
いや、僕が問題にしているのはそのキュン。そのキュンという呼び方であって。
じゃあタンの方がいい？スバルタン。
そうじゃなくて普通に呼んでくださいと言っているんです。
I'm surprised someone addressed it. I'm surprised anyone. Of course. Surprised anyone actually addressed it directly. Subaru Kyun seems to have frozen up in shock at my blatant refusal. As much of a straight edge as he is, he might really be fun to really fun to tease.
あ、ってことはもしかしてこっちの彼女がホウジロフラウシ？
なぜそれを？
The twin-tailed Goldilocks gasps as soon as my attention is directed at her. These two, like, seem almost like two sides of the same coin, you know what I mean? Not even two sides, the same side of the same coin. They're like looking into a funhouse mirror almost.
天才プログラマーとして有名じゃん。
The fact that Frau Kujiro was a member of the robot research club that saved the planet is a well-known fact in my neck of the woods.
有名人ずらすぎボルト。本名はウルゴーリコナちゃんって言うんですよ。いきなり初対面の人間に向かって。
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Daru's quite as difficult to talk to as she is. He's weird, but like, he can hold a regular conversation for the most part. My true name. That sounds familiar. I'm getting a familiar vibe from her. Because you're looking in a mirror, dude.
その寝踏みをするような目つき。さては頭の中で私にあんなことやこんなことしてるんでしょう。エロ同人みたいに。
Oh my god. Calm yourself.
コナーちゃん、とりあえず落ち着いて。
I knew it. She's from the same planet as me.
ナイ様、ちょっと聞いていい？
いいですけど。
Oh my god, that face!
私もその
Like,
ナイ様って呼び方。
don't make it weird. Stop making it weird. Your face!
え、なんで？
だって子供の頃ならまだしもこの年でそう呼ばれるのもさすがに。
でもナイ様はナイ様だ。つか、もはや他の呼び方なんて考えられんし。
橋田氏の言う通りだと。
I didn't even see her legs moving. I think she just floated over like a freaking ghost.
ナイ様はナイ様で他の何者でもないですし、お寿司。
Oh boy.
ですよね。
The way she's standing. So good. This is already amazing. I'm.
恥ずかしいというなら、なおさらやめるわけにはいかんね。
むしろ皆にナイ様と呼ばれて周知に頬を染めるナイ様希望ぬ。
These two together are an unstoppable force.
存在になるってのもありかと。
というわけでみんなナイ様って呼ぶべきっていうか呼べ。でも
How about no?
ナイ様もその呼び方やめてくんない？そしたら考えてもいいよ。
やめるってダルおじさん 呼ぶのですか？
そう、これでも僕はまだ若いのだぜ。せめてダルお兄ちゃんって呼んで。
God.
できれば上目遣いでですね。わかります。
Someone stop
こ
them!
の二人なんか似てる気しない？
奇遇だね。俺もそう思ってたとこ。
じゃあ今まで通りでいいです。
Nice on the sides as she forfeits. I can't get over the deadpan look and pose for Prep. Just standing stock still. Oh my god. In other words, she'd rather be called Naisama than call me Big Brother. What's with that? I mean, I guess it's a win for me, but I suppose it does sort of sound like some kind of weird roleplay when I address a young lady like this. And unfortunately, I don't like doing things others find displeasure in.
わかったお。じゃあ今度からなえたんって呼ぶことにするお。それなら一緒。
Is that better?
だったら私は橋田さんって呼ぶことにします。
I guess we have a deal. Farewell, Big Brother. I dare to dream big.
じゃあ改めてなえたん、そっちのおにゃの子を紹介してくれる？
There's a young girl standing just a step outside from the rest of the group.
ああ、彼女は愛梨ちゃんです。
Naitan Turkle. Naitan Turkle. Oh my god! Naitan circles around behind the young girl who almost seems to be hiding from me, places her hands on her shoulders, and gives her a quick shove forward. Wow!
雪船愛梨です。よろしくお願いします。
愛梨たんも高校のロボ部員。とても高校生には見えんけど。
いえ、私は。
彼女はまだ14歳で部員ではないんだけど、まあ仲間というところです。
ほほう、14歳。
I swear to God, Daru, don't make it weird. Please, I beg of you.
いやいや、特に深い意味は。
Don't say anything weird, and more importantly, don't make me say anything
お
weird.
祭りを見にいらっしゃったんですか？
Junten asks meekly. Seems like she has a rather shy personality despite how much she stands out with her complexion.
お祭り？おー。
Now that she mentions it, I suppose there is a giant banner. Gun Festival? That definitely explains why this ordinary port is so hustling and bustling today.
あれ、違うの？この時期島に来る人って言ったらみんな鉄砲祭りに来る人たちだからてっきりそうかと思ったんだけど。
ああ、いやいや、そうそう、その通り。鉄砲祭りに来たんだお。僕昔から鉄砲伝来とか興味あってさ。
Alright, I have to know what that is. That I do not know what that is. It said that in 1452, guns were first introduced by a missionary on a Chinese ship that arrived in Meinohama, Tanegashima. Tokitaka Tanegashima, the leader of the Tanegashima at the time, bought the firearms and became a pioneer of gun manufacturing in Japan. The introduction of firearms has majorly changed the way of war. That doesn't explain what that... Is that the name of the that doesn't explain like what that is. Is that just the concept of this? I still don't know what that phrase means. Said that I don't know what that means. Is that just like, does that refer to that bit of history, I guess? Yeah, I'll go with that. Let's just leave it at that for now. My thoughts exactly, Daru. Thank you.
きだったんですね。
もちろんこれでも戦国時代には詳しい方だお。謙信譚とか激萌え。
謙信譚
それエロゲじゃね。
Oh my god.
今年はいつもの鉄砲祭りとは規模も段違いですしね。
So much.
そうなん？
ほら、よく見てください。あそこ。
Naiton points to the banner from earlier. I squint my eyes at it and take a good long look. And when I do, I realize that the banner doesn't just say Tanegashima Gun Festival. Another word has been added rather artistically.
種子島和細工鉄砲祭り。
Wazaika? What is Wazaika? Oh my god, that's great. This thing is a champion. Literal war hero right here. As soon as I enter the festival grounds, a giant robot fills my vision. It's not exactly thin or cool like Gunbomb. In fact, it's kind of malformed and ugly. Even then, I can tell it's a robot at first glance.
もしかしてあれ？
あ、はい。あれがガンツク1です。
The mighty warrior who saved the world. Gunbuild 1. The very same robot that brought an end to the incident just 6 months ago. These youngsters from the Robot Club piloted this robot and literally saved the world. Upon closer inspection, I can clearly see the battle damage left on Gunbuild 1. But still, I can't believe a bunch of high school kids built this thing.
どうしたんですか、橋田さん？
いや、
That is so cool. He's like a so well known and revered now. Not revered, but like, what is this feeling? This odd, uneasy feeling that fills my chest upon realizing that such young kids managed to build a robot like this. I can't let myself fall behind. Is this what jealousy feels like?
そんじゃここが
That's funny.
祭りの中心つうことか。
はい。鉄砲祭りとしての催しもここを中心に行われます。火縄銃の試射や実際にレプリカの銃を構えたりもできるんですよ。こちらは特設ステージ。ミスコンやアイドルによるステージなどいろいろなイベントが予定されています。
That's neat. It like opens the map when we change venues. I'm glad I'm then led to the parking lot and guided to the front of a giant tent set up there. Ganglion?
すみません。スピーカーの位置チェックしてください。
ここがバトロボ会場。ここでロボット同士の熱いバトルが繰り広げられる予定になっています。
Huh. That's cool. I can't get over how good she looks as like a little tour guide. It's so cute. I love it. I love it! The pin in particular. Little rocket pin. I assume it's got her name on it. Like a name tag.
祭りの間だけ歩行者天国にして路上にお店を出すことになってるんですよ。ここでは種子島の特産品を使ったいろんな料理が食べられます。
思った以上に大掛かりなことやってんだ。
それもこれも商店街の人たちの協力があってのことだよ。
She's also so much like, I don't know if it's just the circumstance, but it feels like she's so much less nervous, like so often. She just gains so much confidence. I love it. That's awesome. I love that smile again, like little doot smile. I kind of miss her little like angular smile, but that one's cute too. After being guided through the festival grounds, I finally have the full picture. I don't entirely get it, but I assume that's just a piece of Japanese that I don't understand, because I don't speak it, but... Oh, here we go. In Tanegashima, Waizaka apparently means super. There's my answer. I assume the president said something about impact about 17 times. So during the festival, there will be people from all over the country visiting the island. That might just work out perfectly for me. Besides, festive vibes like these get my energy up too. I wonder, what is his objective? Like, why is he here? I'm on Tanegashima, a tropical island in the south. Given the summer sunshine and festive vibes, I'm feeling more liberated than ever. I may just have my midsummer adventure. A venture. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't misread that. Those are so funny. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone there. Yikes. Things will get sticky if they find out about my true objective. I need to keep things as peaceful and on the DL as possible. And hey, I'm not lying when I say that this festival seems like fun. Hey, it's Georgie. How's it going? Not a chance. That's a good boy. I see. I guess Yashio-kyun is rather shot. But still, it really does seem like the entirety of Nishino Omote is in festival mode. I've never been to a normal gun festival, but a festival of this scale is something magical. And of course, what draws my eyes the most are all the things related to robots. There are tons of guide robots set around the festival hall. I saw a bunch of cooking robots at the food court, robot clinics here and there, and even spaces where you can communicate with robots. You'd be forgiven for thinking that the robot stuff was just piggybacking off the guns festival, but I think reality is probably the opposite. And it looks like the main attraction will change depending on the day, so I won't get bored here for a while.
で、純ちゃんさ、どうなの？祭りの準備の方は順調に進んでる？
Juntan's expression obviously darkens in response to Yashio Kyun's cry. They're really gonna make me talk like this, huh? I wonder if she has some concerns. Gotta channel my own inner Daru.
帰って早々で悪いんですが、ちょっと来てもらえますか。
We're taken to a rather large building, at least by Tanegashima standards. Space Candy. So this is the company that planned the festival this year. Why did I follow them, you ask? I suppose I'm just going with the flow. There he is. Oh god, that bird. I followed Juntan into a room and find a middle-aged man with a good physique. I guess, yeah.
おお、純奈ちゃん。それにロボ部のみんなもどうじゃ。祭りの準備は順調かね。なんというても今年の祭りは規模が違う。大盛り上がりじゃったオリンピックに負けんよ。頑張らんといかんからの。インパクトじゃ。
There it is.
インパクトじゃ。
ボインちゃん、ボインちゃん。
そのことで実は社長にお話があって。
Glad to hear it. I'm doing all right. I'm starting to play this, which I'm so excited immediately. I'm guessing this oddly energetic and eccentric man is this president of Space Candy.
話、一体なんじゃ。
正直に申し上げますと、準備は順調とは。
I thought I was gonna wait a little longer, but then I was like, nah. Just wanna play it. Subaru takes over while Juntan struggles to find the right words.
やはり規模を大きくしすぎたのが大きな問題だと思われます。規模に対しての時間が足りなさすぎるんです。そもそもコラボをやると決まったのがつい1ヶ月前ですよ。今夜には花火大会があるというのに、いくらなんでも。
花火大会？
Oops. I'm just a traveler. I intended to quietly mind my own business in the corner, but I ended up speaking up anyway.
あんたは。
この方は私が昔お世話になった方なんですが。
はじめまして。僕は
ボインちゃん。
ボインちゃんじゃなくて橋田至と言います。
Forgot his own name.
見に来ました。
That parrot? I can't remember what kind of bird it is. It's so annoying he forgot his own name for a moment.
おお、では東京から。それは遠いところよう来てくださった。
ボインちゃん、ボインちゃん。
No, but seriously, what is up with this parakeet? Parakeet.
で、その花火大会というのは。
今夜ここで花火を打ち上げるんですよ。お祭りの成功を祈って。
まあ決起集会のようなものです。
決起集会？
前夜祭みたいなもんじゃと思ってくれたらいい。なんと言っても明日から鉄砲サイドの始まりじゃからな。
Gun phase.
明日？つか鉄砲サイドってなんぞ？
お祭りは2部構成になっていて、明日からの約1週間が鉄砲サイド、後半がロボットサイドになってるんです。
So that means the festival lasts for about 2 weeks.
そんなに長い間？
楽しいことは長く続いた方がええからの。
Okay, got it. Judging by the chaos going on in the festival grounds, I figured the festival was still a ways off. Guess I was wrong. No wonder Juntan is looking all gloomy back there. Plus, there's the fireworks show tonight. I totally get why they're worried about things not being totally ready yet.
ともかく橋田さんみたいに遠くからわざわざ来てくれる人もたくさんおるんじゃから今さら無理とは言えんじゃろ。
それはそうですが。
I'm not actually here for the festival, but oh well. Well, you told them you are. Stick to your guns, man.
何が何でもやるしかない。
アメ車ブラックすぎわろた。まさにゲド。
Hey, what does that mean in this context? Company that ignores labor laws, forces over to. Okay, so awful. Awful place to work. Got it.
ついぽに流して炎上も辞さないかまえ。文字通り祭りの開催ですね。わかります。
Oh yeah, do I even have a? I do. Okay, I should check that. And oh, he's beat Teeter. That's great. Oh, I love it. Daughter. Yes. Yanabayashi, like, ow. This is just like, give me a moment to enjoy this reference upon reference upon. Oh, Maishi. Oh my god, he has a Hoenn Kyoma bot. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, more glad than anything than ever that I opened that. I'm so happy. That's great. I'm surprised Eero. Interesting. I figured it would be the like version he made. Yeah. Just invade people's privacy for a sec. Yeah. Suppose it doesn't tell me anything I didn't already know. Or that he didn't already know. Alright. Yeah, it's weird. I thought he would have like the, I can't remember what they called it, like DL68 version 2.0.3 or something like that.
でも、アメ社長の言うことも確かだよね。
Yeshio-kyun, who had been silently listening in the background, finally intervenes.
おお、カイト君じゃないか。帰っとったのかね。
え、ついさっき。
どうじゃ、勉強の方は。来年は希望の学校に入れそうか。
まあ、そうなるように頑張ってはいます。それより祭りのことだけど。
Yeshio-kyun faces the robot club.
確かにこれだけ大々的に打ち出してるんだし、今さら間に合いませんってわけにはいかないでしょ。
そうは言いますが、根本的に人手が足りないんですよ。今の時点で動けるのは僕と大徳先輩だけと言ってもいい。
Oh yeah, how's his leg? It looks alright. I thought. I'm surprised. I guess the surgery went well. I feel like they should address that at least once or something, you know. Oh my god. But I refuse! What was Kimijiko's plan called in the first game? The Atom Project. I think it was the Atom Project. Yeah. Or no, Project Atom. It was called, I think it was called Project Atom.
とにかくできなければノボ部への資金援助はなしじゃ。
そん んな。それだとただでさえ部員のいないロボ部は。
I see what's going on here. So it was this Mr. Candy guy's idea to add a robot theme to this year's gun festival. At the same time, he's also sponsoring the Central T Robot Club. I like how everyone calls it that, even though it was just Akio at the beginning. And now that the robot stuff is at the forefront of the festival, he employed the robot club members to prepare for the show, but obviously they're understaffed and don't have much time. Talk about a sticky situation.
私にできるのはプログラミングだけですし、お寿司。
Human Ranch. There was part of it was the Human Ranch. I think the Human Ranch project was like the overarching thing of it, but I think the main thing he was trying to do was to blow up the sun or whatever. Not blow up the sun, to create the solar rays and kill a bunch of people. And I think the Human Ranch project included all of it. I don't remember exactly how it all went. But yes, I think the Human Ranch project was part of that. So I think you are remembering correctly. Now I'm trying to remember all the bits and bobs. Or like, there's 7 reports, man. How am I supposed to? Well, 6. How am I supposed to remember all those words? Yes, it is actually a thing. I think Project Mars was also one. That was like the first one they tried to do, but it didn't work. So they went with Atom that they delayed for. Something like that. I just played it. You'd think I'd remember that. Oh my god. I know it's his perspective, but my god, he looks enormous. He's so large you can't even fit his head on the screen. Alright. No way! He truly has grown. It's really nice to hear him say that, because like throughout I know he's just putting on a tough face for a lot of the time, but throughout a lot of the first game, he spent a lot of time saying how the Robot Club didn't mean anything to him, and how he was just there to keep an eye on Akio. It's nice to hear him say that he does in fact care, even though we always knew he cared. Junetown and Subaru Kyun look at each other. The answer is quite clear. I feel like that side eye from Nai it just feels so memeable, you know what I mean? I don't know what exactly it would be, but looking at me. Wouldn't be easy to find someone that fits that description. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Don't tell me. I knew it. I need to avoid taking on extra work as much as possible.
だって橋田さんロボットとか好きでしょ？
おお、そうなのか。
He is a super hacker after all.
いや、僕が好きなロボットって言ったらどっちかっていうとメイドロボとかそっち方面でして、でかいのはちょっと。
どうせなら猫耳希望に。
その通り。僕としてはオリエンティ工業あたりが作ってくれると信じてる。
おむらし機能付きですね。わかります。
Oh my god.
2人が何言ってるのかは
We're truly a force of nature.
いくら好きでも手伝ってもらうとなるとやっぱり難しいんじゃない？
Yes, that's exactly right. I'm on a mission. I don't have time to be meddling in other folks' business.
大丈夫。その人なら必ずや力になってくれるはずだ。
Oh, is that I literally can't remember his name. The boss man. Yeah, that guy. I cannot remember his name. I turn around to see a man standing there with a gloomy expression on his face.
どうも。
That's
沢田
yeah.
橋田さん、ご無沙汰しています。まさか島にいらっしゃるとは。
沢田キュンこそなんでここに？
例の一件で負傷してしまったので、後始末も含めてここで療養中なんです。
If I recall correctly, the incident centered around the public relations lady at his company, Exoskeleton Company. By the way, Exoskeleton Company first began developing power-assisted suits for welfare services. They've now expanded into military technology and are one of the major companies in the robot production industry. You'd think they would have had a lot more flack. You think there would have been a lot more blowback on them, considering the everything that happened. As for why I'm acquainted with the testing division chief of such a company, well, let's just say we met in Tokyo, and it's a long story.
もしかして2人は知り合いなんですか？
知り合いも何も、彼こそがミスターだし。
わあ、たんまたんま。
Can't just drop a man's secret identity like that.
もう一つの名前は内緒っつうことで一つ。
内緒ですか。
わざわざ言うことでもないっしょ。
It's true.
ミスターだし。
Oh my god, stop saying it!
橋田至る。
橋田さんがそうおっしゃるのなら。
どうかしたんですか？
いや、こちらの橋田さんは私が大変お世話になっている方で、当然ロボットに関しての知識も十分に持ち合わせているはず。
へえ、そうなんだ。意外。
そういうことならぜひお力をお借りしたいの。
そうは言われましても。
そういえば橋田さんとやらはもう泊まるところは決まっておるのかな？
いや、来てから決めればいいかなって。
そうなんですか？ちょうど祭りの最中になるので宿はもうどこもいっぱいですよ。
マジ？
Uh-oh. Whoops. I didn't think I'd be dealing with a festival, so I didn't plan for this. The weather's nice enough to sleep outdoors, but at this age, that's a hard ask.
ちなみに、ナエタンのお部屋に泊めてもらったりとかは、
Daru, please.
おじさんが直接お父さんに了承を取ってくれるならいいですよ。
冗談です。ごめんなさい。
Please don't hurt me. If I did that, my life would be over.
じゃったらこういうのはどうじゃ。宿はこっちで手配して差し上げるから祭りの準備を手伝っていただくっちゅうのは。
Ah, strong arming. Doesn't sound like a bad deal. Plus, Now that I think about it, this is my opportunity to young girlies. Good.
参ったな。まあ僕もそう暇な身ではないんだけどな。でもそこまで言うなら手伝ってあげてもいいのだぜ。
本当ですか？
つっても力仕事は勘弁な。アドバイスとかその程度しかできんけど。
それでも大助かりです。それでいいですよね、皆さん。
Everyone looks over at Subaru Kyun, implying that the final decision rests with the current club president.
まあ天王寺さんがそう言うなら。
Oh. Subaru Kyun nods in response to the gazes pointed at him. Also, he looks out there. I don't know, something about the positioning. Hey! It begins!
以上が僕たちが担当しているイベントになります。
We return to the festival grounds, and after receiving a quick briefing from Subaru Kyun, I finally have a grasp on the big picture and what needs to be done. Like I heard earlier, the first half of the festival that starts tonight is the gun phase. And after about a week, the robot phase will go into full throttle. The members of the Robot Club all have assigned roles during the robot phase.
基本的には現部員である僕とフルゴーリ、そしてスペースアメ社の社員である大徳先輩が中心となって動きます。
やるとは言ってない。
これは部長命令だ。
だがこと。
不可だ。
I refuse your refusal.
なんて無理ぽ。ダメ、絶対。メガネが出ればいい。
僕が出られるわけないだろ。それに言っておくが、僕だって不本意ではあるんだからな。
From what I heard, the Robot Club is running the following events. First, Battle Robots. As the name suggests, it's a competition where they pit hobby robots against each other to see which one is the strongest. This is one of the main attractions of the festival, so Juntan from Space Candy is handling this one. Alright. Next, Frautan, who's been complaining this entire time, seems to be responsible for the Yomejo contest. It's basically a beauty patch. Of course they get her in charge of that one. FYI, apparently Yomejo is Tamagashina dialect for young and pretty girly. I'm sure I'm butchering that word, by the way. Finally, Subaru Kyun is heading up the robot lecture, a robotics workshop that teaches kids about robots. That one's the coolest one to me. I like that. Nice little, like, educational bit. There are other small side events like the Guts contest, local food contest, and a persistence contest, but the above-mentioned ones are the main three. The Robot Club members are involved in setting up each of them. Translation is butchering that word too. Fair enough. We're on an even playing field then.
本当だ。もうこんな時間。すみませんが、僕たちはこの後も打ち合わせがあるのでこれで。八潮先輩と橋田さんも今日のところはお疲れでしょうし。
あ、でも花火大会にはぜひ来てください。結構本格的なので。で
は私もこれで。
It's like she's resigned herself to death.
私だって疲れて死にそう。
いいから来い。
人さらい、助けて、犯される。
人聞きの悪いことを大声で言うな。
That one got me. The active Robot Club members make their exit, leaving behind only Furugori's disturbing words. The only ones left are...
そういや、秋田や愛理田も行かないん？
私は中種のロボ部員ではないので。
あ、まだ中学生だっけ？
ええ、まあ。
Was I not supposed to go there? Is there something else going on? She's saying something much worse in Japanese. I don't doubt that. I don't even know if I want to know what she's saying in Japanese. She was all fired up earlier, so I assume she was heavily involved, but from what I heard earlier, that doesn't seem to be the case.
うちはバイトがあるから。
バイト？
Yeah, where does she work?
この春から島に新しくオープンした郷土料理のお店で手伝ってるんですよ。
Huh.
そういえば、あきほちゃんの働いているお店もフードコートに出店しているんですよね。せっかくのロボットのお祭りだよ。うちだってもっとみんなと一緒に動きたいよ。でもさ、お祭りで忙しいさなかに休むわけにもいかないし。
This is big for her. She has showing a lot of discipline right now. True that.
学生の頃なら勉強なんかそっちのけで何だってできたのにさ。
Not sure if I commend that. Well, it's not like I have any right to judge someone's school life.
そっか、アキちゃんも成長したんだ。
I was thinking the same thing.
もうかい。
Is it hair ruffling time?
それ。
だって本当は変
Like
に
we've
出
ever
し
seen
ゃ
that,
ばったり
like,
せずにある程度は後輩たちに任せよう
in the third person.
それは
前だったら脇目も振らずに首突っ込んでたけどね。
ひょっとしてバカにしてる？
褒めてるんだって。
そう？だったらいいんだけどさ。
Space.
どうかしました？
よ、なんでも。
Are these two dating?
ごめんなさい、橋田さん。
何が？
せっかく遊びにいらしたのにお手伝いしてもらうことになっちゃって。
まあいいんじゃね。たまには若い子たちと触れ合わんと気持ちまで年取っちゃうからさ。
Stop shaking. Plus, getting to know the locals should prove helpful with my mission. Even better if I get to know the people that were involved in the incident.
というわけで、ヤシオキュン、これから頼むよ。
Alright, so that implies that his mission is related to the incident. Which I guess makes sense.
だって僕この島のことまだあんまり分かってないしさ。それにどうせヤシオキュンも手伝うなら2人で協力した方が早いっしょ。
そうですね。カイト君、私からもお願いします。
まあ別にいいですけど。
そんじゃ僕は花火大会までアメ社長が用意してくれるって宿でゆっくりするとしようかな。手伝いは明日からってことで。
あ、じゃあ私送ります。カイト君たちも花火大会には行くんですよね。
まあそのつもりです。
それじゃあまた後で会いましょう。
Things didn't turn out exactly as planned, but I guess that's okay. And hey, I'm certainly not going to become any bored. And hey, I'm certainly not going to be bored anytime soon.
変わった人だよね。
Are we Kaito now? Irie, Akio, and I are left behind at the festival venue as Nai-san takes Hashida-san to his room.
ナエさんの知り合いって言ってたけど、どういう人なんだろう。
さあ、でも澤田さんまでがああ言うんだから、 それなりに頼れる人なんじゃない？
He's friends with that Nisan, after all. There's a lot we don't know about him, but...
はあ、でもやっぱりうちもいろいろやりたかったな。
祭りのこと？
うん。
その分お客として参加すればいいじゃない。
お客さんとしてか。まあそれくらいならできるかな。
She says that now, but I bet she'll get anxious at some point and start sticking her nose into everything.
あのさ、カイ。
Akio says while lowering the bottle of skull she had lifted up to her mouth.
その、おかえり。
ただいま。
God, that shirt is so cute! Get over it.
まあね。アキちゃんは？
うちは元気だよ。
そっか。バイトは？もう慣れた？
うん。最初はいろいろ失敗なんかもしたけど、今はかなり。
After graduating high school, Akio ended up working part-time at a local cuisine restaurant that opened here in Nishino-Omote instead of going on to college. They're open for both lunch and dinner. It's popular among the locals and tourists, so apparently it gets pretty busy.
カイの方は予備校どう？友達できた？
まあそれなりにね。って言ってもみんな勉強しに来てるわけだから一緒に遊んだりはしないけど。
そうなんだ。あ、でもまさか。
Akio cuts herself off and zips her mouth shut, as if she's changed her mind.
何？
なんでもない。なんかカイ変わったよね。
そう？特に変わってないと思うけど。
なんていうかその大人っぽくなった。
That's so. It's true that I live alone now and have to take care of everything on my own. But I don't think that alone makes me more mature. At least it doesn't feel like it does. Plus, from my point of view, Akio's changed too. Heck, even the stuff with the festival. I wasn't joking earlier. Akio would have ditched work to try and involve herself in the festival prep. 6 months. Just 6 months. We've only been away from each other for that long, yet we're both slowly changing. Ever since we could walk, we did everything together. It was weirder for us not to see each other. That incident triggered a shift in our relationship as childhood friends. But now, I don't even know if that shift was a good one or not. Heck, I don't really know what our relationship is at this point. That day, that moment, I unmistakably felt the warmth of Akio's lips. That much was undoubtedly real. But did our relationship develop into something more than childhood friends after that? I wouldn't say so. After that battle, our lives completely changed into something more extraordinary. What exactly happened? How did it all go down? So many people visited and asked all kinds of questions. The Central T Robot Club got all kinds of attention for a time. It was utter chaos. And in the midst of all that chaos, our relationship, which may have otherwise gone somewhere, was left hanging in the air. In fact, we were both awkwardly self-conscious about it, and after graduation, I left the island with a new goal in mind. Because of that, even after reuniting 5 months later like this, the awkwardness between us still hasn't gone away. Aww. In fact, I feel like things have gotten worse. I'm sure Akio feels the same way. Huh. Yeah, I kind of just assumed that after that point they'd just be dating at that point, but yeah, interesting.
Hmm? 私がいることも忘れないでほしいです。
I feel bad because I did forget she was there. I'm so sorry, Irie.
私だってお兄ちゃんが帰ってくるのずっと待ってたんですよ。
Again, I want to know why she decided to start calling him that. Again, I hope it wasn't his idea. Irie Yukifune, the girl that was in cold sleep because of an illness. After undergoing a series of extensive examinations, doctors found that she didn't have any severe symptoms. Since she has no family, she's been staying at my house. Okay, I mean, considering that, I could see their relationship develop into a genuine, like, sibling sort of thing. She's staying, like, with his parents. I could see him start seeing her as a little sister and her seeing him as a big brother. That makes a lot more sense to me now. Irie says as she takes my hand and starts walking rather naturally. This is still so awkward. Yeah, that was pretty awkward. I part ways with Irie at the bus stop and get on alone. Irie has been driving a scooter since this spring. Her physical age may still be young, but on paper she's a bona fide adult, so there's no problem there. It's so weird. I mean, I guess in the most literal technical sense, yes, she is 10 years older than she looks and also thinks, because again, in her head is... okay, anyways. She used to get pulled over all the time by the cops in the beginning, but now that she's become a familiar face around town, she says it doesn't happen anymore. But even then, it still felt unsettling watching her get on her scooter earlier. Like, that's weird. I feel like legally she should be, like, considered the age. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I get off at my stop and head to a particular location before making my way home. The school. Central Tanegashima High. This is the school we attended until this spring. I call out to a passing janitor, and fortunately they remember my face and let me in. Since summer break, I don't see anyone I know. Well, I guess it's only been half a year, so no surprise there. But... still feels awfully nostalgic. Our club's funding got frozen once I entered my third year here. That's when we decided to enter the hobby robot competition in Tokyo in order to raise funds. The beginning of everything. And then we eventually recruited Juna, then Subaru, then Frau, then we encountered Irie. Well, kind of. Then we actually encountered Irie later.
何ですか大徳先輩。
ただみんなロボットさんのこと大好きなんだなって。
ほんと懐かしいね。
それにしても日高くんすごいよね。こんなに暑いのに平気な顔してる。
夏は暑いものと決まってますから、そうと分かっていれば特別なことはないはずです。
と言いながらも空手先輩の汗をペロペロしたいメガネであった。
変なナレーションを入れるなフルゴーリ。
汗に濡れた制服っていいよね。
Yeah, buddy.
僕に同意を求めるな。
日高くん。
違います。
It's not true. Yeah, talk about old times. I even saw the honorary prez back there on the show. I wonder if it's literally still there or if that was just part of the background.
しかも2週間くらいやるんでしょ。さすが技一家ってだけはあるよね。
特製の安納芋アイス美味しいよ。そこの彼氏彼女に買ってあげようよ。
ねえ見て見て、あれ美味しそう。
甘いもんばっか食べてると太るぞ。
残念でした。
Way to ruin the mood, bruh.
暑いから大丈夫だもん。みんな花火結構すごいらしいよ。マジ超楽しみ。てか何時からだっけ。おばあちゃんほらこっちこっち。
これこれ、あんまり走ったら転んじまうよ。
これすげえ。
The evening festival grounds are even busier than in the afternoon. During the day, the vendors were still in preparation mode, but in a matter of just a few hours, they seem to have gotten ready.
思った以上の人ですね。
もしかしたら種子島中の人が集まってんじゃね。
そうだと嬉しいですね。
But seriously, I'm sure there are a lot of tourists from out of town here, but it's locals that stand out. It really goes to show how much support this festival is receiving from the entire island. Based on my experiences, these types of events always tend to do well. Also, I just realized that's the robot's leg behind her. I thought it was like, I don't know what I thought it was, like a wall or something. No, that's its leg. That's a robot foot. Well, if the showrunners are prepared, that is. But still.
おや、ジャクサのお嬢ちゃん。
こんばんは。
そっちはいない顔だね。女の人かい？
あ、僕そうですけど。
もしかしてお嬢ちゃんのいい人かい？
違います。
That was a little quick. No, he is not. Moving
こん
on.
な顔せんで黒砂糖でもったね。
これはこれは。
せっかくのお祭り楽しんでいっておくれ。
どうも。
These Islanders, man.
こんばんは。
どうもどうも。
どうしました？
いや、種子島の人たちって僕みたいなよそ者にも分け隔てなく接してくれるなって。
The same goes for the inn I'm staying at. They took me in like I was a member of the family.
皆さんいい人でしょ。やっぱり土地柄なんでしょうか。
Historically, this is the island that welcomed foreigners like that drifted from the far west. Maybe their attitude is connected to that.
あれ、野州犬と入りたんじゃね？
あ、本当だ。おーい、カイトくん。
Naitan's voice cuts through the crowd and reaches them. Yashio Kyun notices us and slowly walks over. Oh my god, that hat. Oh my god, Irie's hair! Oh my god, everything's great. I wish that Kaito was just a little lower so I could, like, see his hat in its full glory. But alas.
わあ、愛梨ちゃん、今日は浴衣なんですね。はい、おじさんとおばさんが。
Her hair tied up like that is so cute.
おじさんとおばさん？
あ、お兄ちゃんのお父さんとお母さんです。
お兄ちゃん？え？もしかして野州犬と愛梨ちゃんって兄弟？
いえ。
Of course, their family names are different.
ということは兄弟でもないのに愛梨ちゃんは野州犬のことをお兄ちゃんって呼んでいると？
You're making him jealous.
はい、そうですけど。
なんですと？野州犬ってばいかにもクールを装って俺女子には興味ないんですって顔しときながらこんなロリ少女にお兄ちゃんと呼ばせてるとかマジ作詞すぎるだろ恐ろしい子。
いや別にそういうんじゃないですって。俺はただの成り行きでそうなっただけです。
そうですよ。カイト君は橋田さんとは違って横島な感情は持ち合わせていません。
いやそんなことないね。男はみんな年下の女の子にお兄ちゃんと呼ばれたいと思ってるのさ。あでも言っとくけど別に羨ましくて言ってるわけじゃないんだからな。
Of course not.
家に帰れば僕にだって愛しい奥さんと超プリチーでキュートな娘が待ってますし。
そんなこと言って本当は？
僕にもロリ少女からお兄ちゃんって呼ばれる方法を教えろください。お願いします。この通り。
This freaking guy.
もしかして私お兄ちゃんって呼ぶのやめた方がいいですか？ほら橋田さんたら愛梨ちゃんが怖がってるじゃないですか。
今の言わせたの泣いたんじゃん。
愛梨ちゃん、このおじさんの言うことは気にしなくていいですからね。
そうそう気にせず今まで通り呼んでくれればいいから。
僕のこともお兄ちゃんと呼んでくれてもいいのだぜ。
Daro! Gotta hold yourself, man.
それはちょっと。
しょんぼり。
As we meaninglessly banter, the venue becomes even more crowded.
そういえばカイト君、アキホちゃんは？
ああ、アキちゃんなら後から行くから会場で会おうって言ってたけど。
カイ。
ああ、アキちゃん、ちょうど今。
That is one heck of an outfit. Goodness gracious! It's so frilly! Akitan is in a yukata. She looks so cute that I nearly didn't recognize her. Also, that hairdo is... mwah. Wonderful. And apparently, I'm not the only person who feels that way.
どうかな、カイ。
その浴衣どうしたの？
うん、せっかくのお祭りだし新しいの買ったんだけど。
そう。
それで
Oh my god, Kaito, compliment her. Just
あ、うん、その似合ってるんじゃないかな。
そう
I barely know how to social myself, and even I know that this is how that works. Maybe we should leave them alone? I don't want to be the guy that ruins their romantic vibe, so I consider removing myself from the picture. Oh my god. Just popping in from out of frame. Wow. I suppose that's one difference between Frau and Daru is Daru's like, maybe I should give them a moment. Frau's like, they will not have their moment. If I can say anything about it.
あ、フルゴーリー。どこに行ったのかと思ったらこんなところに。あれ、ヤシオ先輩。それに。
もう二人とも邪魔しちゃダメだよ。
Chiuna!
邪魔?
She looks cute too! Look at the hair! I love the hair!
日高くん、それ本気で言ってるの？
僕には大徳先輩が何を言おうとしているのか全くわかりませんが。
はあ。結局
Everyone looks so good. That I can't say I love the hat on Kaito, but I also just don't hate it.
まあいいんじゃない？こうして全員で揃って何かやるってのも久しぶりだし。
Like just something about it feels kind of out of place, but somehow he makes it work. Yashio-kyun says with a somewhat relieved look on his face. But still. Juntan, Iritan, they look surprisingly good in their yukata. Maybe it's because they're not overly flashy. The elegant material of the yukata is enough to accentuate their beauty.
ヤシオ先輩とメガネの浴衣姿、テラモエス。やはり浴衣は素朴な素材にこそ合わせるべき。
Sounds like Frau and I are on the same page. Traditional garments ought to be simple. Having said that, modernized styles, like the one Akitan is sporting, are also hard to dismiss.
どうしたんですか？
ちょっとね、伝統と革新について考えてたんだ。
はあ。
Certainly an interesting topic. I guess that was a little too much for Juntan to take in.
ねえ、この後アメ社長の開会宣言があるのよね。うん、花火が上がるのはその後かな。だったらせっかくだし、それまでみんなでお祭り回らない？みんなで？うん。でもいいの？もちろんだよ。ね、ガイ？
ああ、うん。まあ、アキちゃんがそれでよければ俺は構わないけど。
それじゃあ決まり。スバルもフラウボーもいいでしょ？
構いませんよ。どうせ今日はもう僕たちもやることはないですし。
メガネとヤシオ先輩がイチャイチャしてくれるなら。
Just the way she slides into frame every time, I think, is my favorite thing about her character at this point. Comes up from the bottom, slides up from behind Subaru. She's amazing.
ナエさんと橋田さんもよかったらどうです？
僕もいい？
一人で回ってもつまらないでしょ？
言っときますが、僕には嫁がおりますので。
それは聞きましたけど。
We've heard. I see. I guess he doesn't understand that kind of joke.
それじゃあ言葉に甘えちゃいましょうか、橋田さん。
よーし、おじさんみんなにおごっちゃうぞ。
本当にやったー。うちはね、たこ焼きとリンゴ飴と焼きそばと
あんまり食べると太るよ。
お手柔らかにお願いします。
お腹いっぱい、帯が苦しい。浴衣なのにあんなに食べるから。
まさか頑張れるのお面まで売ってるとは。
ごめんなさい、私までごちそうになっちゃって。
あははは、僕ももう大人だからね。この程度のこと大したことないっつうの。
Don't these youngins know the word restraint? We'll have to live on a tight budget for a while.
そろそろ始まるんじゃないですか、大会宣言。
あ、本当だ。もうそんな時間。
A voice projected from the speakers around the venue interrupts our conversation, almost as if it had been listening in on us.
今宵この記念すべき日にこれだけたくさんの方にお集まりいただき誠にありがたい限りでございます。
It's the same voice I heard earlier this afternoon, the president of Space Candy.
皆さんの記憶にもまだ新しいと思いますが、今年はこの種子島が世界を救った歴史に残る年であります。その記念すべき年を祝うべく、今年は種子島鉄砲祭りを種子島和細工鉄砲祭りとグレードアップし、今宵この時より約2週間島を挙げてお祭り騒ぎを行う所存にございます。島民の皆さんも、そして島外からお越しの皆さんも、みんなでこの種子島を、そして種子島の輝かしい未来を祝おうじゃありませんか。
Not sure what I was expecting from such an eccentric president, but I have to say, that was actually pretty decent.
それでは今宵ここに種子島和細工鉄砲祭りの開催を宣言します。思う存分楽しんでください。
Roaring cheers erupt as the president declares the start of the festival. Simultaneously, several streams of light launch straight up into the air. They make a high-pitched whistling sounds before exploding and crafting luminous circles against the canvas of the night sky.
さすが力を入れたというだけあって結構な規模ですね。
無茶しやがって。
I rarely see fireworks on this scale even back in Tokyo. It's one heck of a show.
まだまだこんなものじゃないですよ。
Oh? After the flashy fireworks are over, it looks like they're about to transition into set fireworks. Streams of light climb into the sky and begin drawing intricate shapes into the starry backdrop. I can feel the raw excitement in the crowd grow even larger. But... Picture being drawn into the sky is kind of weird. Oh god. It's beginning already. Is that a person? Should I see something right now? Or is it gonna zoom up? Oh dear. Yashio-kyun's clearly at a loss. And it's not just Yashio-kyun. Subaru-kun, Frautan, Juntan, Iritan, Akitan, and even Naitan are looking up at the sky dumbfounded.
そんな、どうしてあいつが。
Something tells me this isn't part of the performance. A suspicious laugh drowns out Akitan's voice. No, no, you're dead. Be dead. The voice grows louder and louder until it's loud enough for the entire island to hear. The fireworks that once painted the sky are now perfectly formed the shape of a human. There's no mistaking it. That is...
Mishima-ko!
お兄ちゃん。
Iritan grabs Yashio-kyun's sleeve and hides behind him.
そんな、どうして。
どうしてあいつが。
オリエンティ、意味不思議。
Everyone in the festival is looking up at the sky and chatting quietly amongst themselves. But right now, there's only one firm, unshakable truth, and that's that this man is Koki Mijima, the same person behind the conspiracy that shook Japan, no, the whole world, just 6 months ago. What a nice show. Right, they're like, why are these guys talking to the fireworks? I don't understand. Isn't this part of the performance? Koki Mijima. He is indeed the conspirator and I can read. He is indeed the conspirator and perpetrator responsible for the incident 6 months ago. But that's not the only threatening part about him. His flesh is no longer part of this world. He only exists as data. He digitalized himself so he could continue to manipulate people even after his death to execute his plan to annihilate the world. Project Adam. It was... I remembered that. And just as he was about to reach his goal, Yashio-kyun and his team, the Robot Club, were able to stop him. It's really hard to take him seriously with, like, capris on. His pants are too short. Come on, man.
かりそめの勝利に酔い、バカ騒ぎに興じるその姿、実に滑稽だよ。
Koki Mijima's cold voice echoes through the festival grounds that have fallen into dead silence.
言ったはずだよ。すぐに第2、第3の僕が現れるだろうと。それが今さ。
I mean, he did say, I thought it was a metaphor, man. I was really hoping he didn't mean that literally.
だとしたらなおさら滑稽だね。面白い。本当に面白いよ。
君島公、どうして今さら。
どうして今さら復活したか。そんなこと決まっているじゃないか。もう一度プロジェクトアトムを成功させるため。
The Robot Club kids' expressions immediately change.
と言いたいところだ。あの実験はすでに過去のもの。 最後まで検証できなかった時点で実験としては不完全だったということだ。もちろんこれを負け惜しみと取るならそれで構わない。ともかく僕は新たなる実験を開始することにした。世界を僕のものにする。そんな実験をね。君たちに分かりやすい陳腐な言葉で言うなら、そう。 I
don't like the fact that he's doing his big evil monologue already. That's usually for like, it's usually the end. You're breaking tropes, man. Akitan says while clenching her fists. Koki Mijima frowns.
気に入らないね。その反応。もっと恐れおののくと思ったのに。 わかったよ。そういうことならまずは手始めに面白い余興を見せてあげようじゃないか。
Oh god, what's he gonna do?
今から僕が君たちを混沌の世界に陥れてあげよう。見るがいい。いでよマッチロックシップ。
What? A loud roar pierces our ears as Kokimijima screams to the heavens. The sound comes from the surface of a mountain located just outside the port. Despite the terrain seemingly unfit for human life, the mountain's surface is a central residential area for Nishino-Omote. There are a bunch of houses built there. Is he gonna blow up that town? Then suddenly, a part of it begins to glow red. A column of light stretches toward the sky, creating a fiery pillar. It actually sort of looks like a rocket launch. But instead of heading straight for the stratosphere, the fiery column abruptly changes course. As for its destination, with a deafening roar, the bright red ball of light is headed straight here to the venue. This happened way quicker than I thought it would. Wasn't expecting things to fall apart this quickly. I mean, I feel like it's an illusion, right? That was the thing he could do. The entire festival has erupted into screams. People frantically try to make their way to the exits. Although I guess, to be fair, that's probably not a risk I would take either. But before anybody else can make it out of the festival, the ball of flames disappears, and instead a giant square figure floats above our heads. What is happening? The Tanegashima General Development Center, the Firearms Museum, is a boat-shaped facility built to teach visitors about Tanegashima's history and culture. I read about it while on the ferry heading over here. This massive, rusty red stone ship is literally floating above our heads. As soon as people start to notice it's a familiar structure, they stop trying to flee and once again stare at it, dumbfounded. Before we're able to process what exactly is happening, Kokimijima shouts his command. The Firearms Museum responds. It's moving. Actually, that's a poor description. It's not just moving, it's transforming. The Firearms Museum, which was laying flat like a ship, stands up with its stern pointed down. The bow protrudes outward and splits sideways, small spheres coming out from inside of it. It's a robot. The building that had once looked like a ship has now become something entirely different in a matter of seconds. It's a giant humanoid figure. You might say it's more than meets the eye. In other words, a robot. Asking someone to stay calm while watching the Firearms Museum transform into a robot is a tough sell. The folks here for the festival aren't even considering what this thing might do next. They're just staring up at it in breathless admiration. The robot is currently blasting flames from the vernier thrusters on its feet as it floats in midair. The robot is showered in the gazes of the present audience. The robot shows no signs of moving any further. Instead, Kokimijima starts talking again. I feel like it has to be an illusion, right? That's a thing he did. That's a thing he does. There's no way there's actually a fucking robot in the sky. You're bluffing, man. You be bluffing. Akitan had also been staring at the robot in awe, but she somehow managed to recollect herself and shift into top gear before anyone else. And just like that, she snatches the mic from Mr. Candy and starts yelling into it.
言っただろ。世界を根本に落とし、世界の支配構造を覆す。そう、つまり世界を我が手中に収めることだ。
なんだかどこかで聞いた
I was about to say, I feel like Dara's heard that a lot, but like, minus the, you know, genuine terror and intent. I've already realized at this point. No, it's not just me. Naitan, Yashio-kyun, and the others should have already caught on too. Yeah. Yeah, it...
まず間違いないでしょうね。
そんなことうちらがさせない。
君たちにまたあの奇跡が起こせるとでも？残念だけど、あれはたまたまうまくいっただけの、いわばまぐれみたいなものだよ。当然まぐれは一度きり、二度と起きるはずがない。
I actually agree with him. Their battle was basically a miracle. As far as I could tell from the video feed, all sorts of physics-defying weirdness went down. I'm about 80% certain of what caused it, but the heck if I understand the last 20%.
とはいえ、このまま簡単に目的を達成したところで面白くもなんともない。というわけで、君たちにもチャンスを与えようじゃないか。
Kokimijima states joyfully. What is his endgame? Like, what? I wonder what he even has.
そう。明日から君たちの身の回りに混沌という名の鉄槌が下るだろう。
Kokimijima sure is acting like he has a case of chunibyo.
要するにどういうことだってばよ。
要するに不可思議な現象が起きるってことさ。
つまりは今日ここで起きてるようなことが起きるってこと？
それは想像にお任せする。
そんなことしたんじゃ、せっかくみんなが楽しみにしてたお祭りが台無しになっちゃうじゃん。
だからチャンスをあげると言ってるんだよ。
Kokimijima spreads his arms wide and casually states,
その現象を止めたくば、僕が島中に設置しているジオタグをオフにするしかない。
huh. Geotags.
ふむふむ。
Okay.
そのジオタグが起動スイッチになってるってことで OK？
そういうことだ。いわばこれは僕から君たちへの挑戦状というわけだ。
Kokimijima's challenge. Isn't there a game from way back with a name like that? Supposedly it was nearly impossible to clear. Is that a reference to Takeshi's challenge?
だからそれらをすべて見つけてオフにできれば君たちの勝ち。できなければ僕の勝ちというのでどうだい？
どうだいって、それ俺たちに選択権あるの？
Why do I feel like this is a trap? Of course.
でも種子島つったって結構広いっしょ。そんな中から探し出すなんて無理だろ、長子。
もちろんヒントは出してあげる。
それはありがたいことで。
Raito's like, yeah, been Kokimijima scavenger hunt. Been there, done that. Just as suddenly as Kokimijima appeared, so too does he vanish after saying his piece. The crowds of people are left looking up at the sky, dumbfounded, the festive vibe completely ruined. Not too long after Kokimijima disappeared from the sky, the Robot Club members gathered at the festival office headquarters. And as a matter of course, I tagged along.
愛理さん、大丈夫ですか？はい。
So she says, but Irie-tan doesn't look too well. Maybe she has some sort of connection to Kokimijima. A little bit. Now's not really the time to be asking for deeds.
しかしどうしたものですかね。
こうもこうも相手は君島こうだよ。戦うしかない。
戦うってどうやって？
そりゃあいつの言う通りに起動スイッチを探して。そもそも彼の目的は何なんでしょう。
That's what I'm wondering. Like if the only thing he can do right now is use the electromagnetic whatever to show illusions, like that, I mean that would create panic for sure, but nothing like killing 5 billion people or anything like that. So he's got to have some kind of like end game. I blurted it out of habit.
橋田さんはどう思います？
僕？なんで僕に聞くん？
だってこの中じゃアメ社長に次いで橋田さんが一番年長者でしょ。それにナエさんだって頼れる人だって言ってたし。
いや、それほどでも。
Honestly, I'd rather not talk too much about Kokimijima right now.
今のところゲームをしてるみたいな感じにも思えるね。
ゲームですか？
もちろん。だからって言ってたことが嘘ってことにはなんないけど、とりあえずは現状を楽しもうとしてるみたいに僕には思えたお。
確かにチャンスをあげようなんて前の君島コーナーで言わないかもしれない。それに雰囲気も以前の君島コーとは違う気がする。
でもさ、そう装ってるって可能性もあるんじゃない？
装う？
そう、チャンスとか言いながら希望を与えておいて最後の最後で残念でしたなんてことも。確かにあの人ならやりかねないかも。とにかくゲームだろうがなんだろうが挑まれたからには受けて立つしかないって。
確かに僕たちには選択権はないわけですし。
He's left to him his ambitions, the festival will be ruined, and all the folks who made the trip here will have done it for nothing.
これはもう祭りを中止するしか。
それはダメ。
理由は産業でよろ。
このお祭りのためにたくさんの人が準備してきたんだよ。今からやめるなんてそんなのダメだよ。ねえ、ジュン。今回のお祭りは町おこしの一環でもありますし、できればなんとか開催したいけど。幸いなのは今日会場にいた人たちがみんなあれを祭りのデモンストレーションの一環だって思ってくれたことですね。
Once Kokimijima vanished, we all braced ourselves for a mass panic. But instead, the people at the festival assumed it was all just an attraction and got even more pumped. Nonetheless, you can't just cancel the festival after working so hard to prepare for it. But we also can't dismiss Kokimijima's words. Which means...
やっぱり結論は一つしかないね。
All members of the Robot Club glance at one another and nod.
ここに居合わせたのも何かの縁つうことで手伝うを。
橋田さん、いいんですか？
Hashida-sana? Okay.
こういう時は
I'm assuming that's a typo.
橋田さんがついていてくれるなら心強いです。
それじゃあお願いします。
任せなさい。
This is about Kokimijima after all.
さすがはわしの見込んだロボ部のみんなじゃ。
Mr. Candy smiles with delight at our decision.
じゃあみんなよろしく頼んだぞ。わしらの手で祭りを成功に導くんじゃ。よよいき。
As we step outside of the headquarters, the excitement from the fireworks show is still alive and well. Tourist voices filled with fun and joy circulate the venue.
ありがとうございます、橋田さん。
気にすんなって。
でも
せっかくみんな楽しそうにしてるんだ。このみんなの笑顔を守りたいだろ。
橋田さん。
Yeah, I'm kind of a bad. It must be so hot right now. I'm sure if my wife and sweet daughter saw me right now, they'd fall in love with me all over again. Daru.
それにしてもまさかあの人が復活するなんて。
愛理ちゃん。
違うんです。もちろん怖くないって言ったら嘘になりますけど、それよりもどうしてかなって気になって。
確かに。それにもう一つ気になることもあります。
もう一つって？
君島公はどうやって復活したんでしょうか。
Also a good question.
どういうこと？
He should have got virus.
だって半年前のあの時、君島公は確かに消滅したはずですよね。僕たちの手によって。
Subaru Kyun, deep in thought, turns around and looks at Frautan.
フルゴーリはこういうのに詳しいだろう。どう思う？
そんなの簡単。どこかにバックアップがあった。ただそれだけ。
ま、それしかないよね。
Seems like a pretty big oversight.
だとしても、
But alright.
そのバックアップされたプログラムが起動したのはどうしてだ？
可能性は2つ。時間が来ると自動的に起動するようにあらかじめ設定されてたか、あるいは。
まあまあいいんじゃね。理由はどうあれ、今はまず君島氏の目的を阻止するのが先決じゃん。
橋田さんの言う通りだよ。うちらがやるべきことは君島公の新たな野望を打ち砕くこと。そのためには起動スイッチを探してお祭りを成功に導く。というわけで明日から早速。
だからアキちゃんはバイトでしょ。
カイ、橋田さんお願い、あいつの野望を絶対に阻止して。
おお。
Can't say I saw this coming, but whatever.
どうしたんですか、橋田さん。なんだか嬉しそう。
こうやってみんなで協力して何かするのってあの頃を思い出すなってね。
あの頃ですか。なるほど。
つうことはこうなるのもシュタインズゲートの選択ってやつかな。
Of course. It's been a while since I felt vibes like these. Let's have some fun with this. Alright. I'm gonna go get some dinner. I just had a thought. What if... So, originally, Koki Mijima was like, we thought he was the good guy, trying to save the world from the bad guys. Then it was revealed he was the bad guy. What if they're gonna do the reverse here? Where it's like he shows up, he's like, hey, I'm back and still evil. And then it turns out, maybe it's not necessarily him, but like someone is controlling like his program or something. And is like using this quote unquote evil plan to guide us into doing the things to stop the actual evil plan. Maybe it'd be like the reverse twist from the other game. That would be neat. Or it's just just a backup of Koki Mijima, which again, that seems like a big oversight. You'd think the virus would they would have thought of that. Either way, anyways, bye. I'm gonna go get some foods. Have a wonderful day.